Hey guys, today we are looking at a very commonly requested steel called RWL34. So this knife here is made by Foolhardy Knife Works. It's a custom knife, well it's a handmade knife, and this is a very popular steel for handmade knives. It is like a all-around performer. I believe it doesn't cost a huge amount comparable to like what M390 would cost, and it's relatively widely available. It's a powder steel recipe. Of a similar composition to CPM 154, which is also a powder steel, which is the powder version, this is what I'm getting at, the powder version of 154 CM. So similar elements at play, just a different way of assembling them. So the powder metallurgy process has been sort of fairly well proven to extend the edge life of most steels that you put in it, if not all steels that you do through powder metallurgy, and I dare say this should be no doubt the same. CPM 154, I did test what I thought was 154, but it ended up being mislabeled A2, so that result was for A2 in the end, which was a very good result, but then that wasn't a surprise because A2 was a very good steel. But yeah, so this is a stainless steel that is often used in larger, or bushcraft knives or fixed blade knives or stout knives. So I think it's going to have those combination of toughness and stainlessness as well. How it's going to perform, I'm not sure. Looking at the recipe, which I'll put up on the screen now, I would say, powderizing, dodgy words, powderizing that recipe should get you some decent results, like perhaps S30V-ish type steel. But you know what? I have long learned to stop predicting what these things are going to do because they always end up surprising me. So let's, I've put a work sharp edge on it. It is slicing paper like crazy. It's doing really well edgewise. It's going to see how much rope it can cut, the twisted sisal rope it can cut before it no longer slices paper. Thanks to Foolhardy Knife Works for loaning me your knife. I might do some further testing on this later, but this is just to get that first work sharp 20-degree angle number to fit in with the rest of them. Let's get to it. Alright, so 186 on the RWL34. I guess for what you pay and for what it is, it's, looking at the recipe, not too crazy. It's just a good sign of powder metallurgy making a pretty decent recipe into something that's working pretty well. So you look at it's comparable to in edge retention to your S30Vs and your S35VNs, so, just this knife anyway. So yeah, I would certainly be very happy to have a camp knife, especially in this steel, because it is known for toughness as well as being known for stainlessness, as well as having what is really, really good edge retention. Like everything seems stupid after the Rex 121, but you got to remember that is a very specific steel. This is very much more in line with what you're getting from, say, knives that you're going to be actually using in various situations. So I'd be very, very happy to have a knife in RWL34, no doubt whatsoever. Comparable to perhaps like LMAX, you might pay a little bit more for LMAX, you might get a little bit more edge retention, you pay a little bit more again for M390, but it's definitely in that sort of dual sort of steel category, I think anyway, having used this little sample here. Thanks for watching, dudes. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye now.